Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow. Merci beaucoup. Alors, that is, it's incredibly heartening. It's, merci beaucoup. Merci, John. Thank you, John. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean Strickland. Sean knows this. A number of you know this. Boy, it was only 14 months ago we started this conversation. Seamus, how are you? You here? Wait, what? You thinking about come back? You never know. Yeah, sorry. That we talked about how important it was to take our future into our hands, to build this country strong, and it starts with the people in this room and who you represent. Thank you so much for welcoming me. I've been looking forward to this day as a symbol. It's a symbol of what we're doing together. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for welcoming us here. It is great to be with Canada's building trades unions. You are the force, the literal force of the Canadian economy. 14 international unions bound together, representing more than 600,000 skilled trade workers across Canada. Union workers have built the very foundations of Canada's shared prosperity. And our message is that Canada needs you more than ever. You know, throughout our history, throughout Canada's great history, whether in the face of economic hardship, threats to our sovereignty, pursuit of greater prosperity, we have chosen to build. Before Confederation, not far from here, Canadians built the Rideau Canal. As a young nation, Canadians built the Canadian Pacific Railway. 1950s, after the war, Canadians built the St. Lawrence Seaway. All nation-building projects that connected and transformed our country, built by workers like you. Workers like Andres Flores, a member of Canada's building trades, whose father would point to projects and say, "I helped build that." Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Flores. Thank you, Andres. Thank you to every worker in this room and who you represent for everything you've helped to build, from homes to stadiums to power lines to ports to energy. That has shaped this country that we know today. Thank you. And we know that Canada faces challenges from a world that's changing rapidly. We know we can't control what other nations do, so we're focusing on what we can control, and what we can control is what we choose to build. Nous bâtissons une économie canadienne plus forte, plus indépendante, plus résiliente. À cette fin, nous diversifions nos partenariats à l'étranger. Nous avons déjà conclu plus de 20 partenariats économiques et de sécurité sur 5 continents en moins d'un an. Et nous consolidons notre force au pays. Nous réalisons des investissements historique afin de réaliser de grands projets, de construire davantage de logements abordables et de bâtir des infrastructures locales. Et la transformation économique de ce pays se produit sur les chantiers de construction. Et ce sont les bâtisseurs qui la rendent possible. To build Canada strong, we're catalyzing a series of nation-building projects in energy, trade, critical minerals, transport, data, and beyond. And the work's just starting. To give examples, last spring, construction began on the Darlington new nuclear project here in Ontario. This month, we broke ground on the Contrecoeur terminal expansion at the Port of Montreal. This summer, there'll be shovels in the ground in the Mackenzie Valley Highway in the north. These are just a few examples. These are projects, particularly the last two, They have been dreams for decades. Dreams for decades. We've been talking about the Mackenzie Valley Highway since I was born. They are becoming realities within months. Nous réduisons les formalités administratives pour permettre la construction de logements et ce plus rapidement. Maison Canada s'est déjà engagé à construire plus de 10 000 nouveaux logements et ce n'est qu'un début. Through Build Community Strong Fund, we're building new hospitals, public transport, community centers. Give some examples: Embleton Community Center and Park in Brampton, new roads in Laval, the Marpole Community Center in Vancouver. And our message is that we are just getting started. And because we are just getting started, the next decades, not the next years, the next decades are going to be a great time to be in the skilled trades. It's a tough time to be a Minister of Finance around the world. Yesterday, our Minister of Finance released the government's first spring economic update. It's the next step in our plan to build a stronger, more independent, more resilient Canadian economy. Its message: simplify it. Despite the chaos, the turmoil in the world, Canadians can have confidence in our future. As responsible fiscal managers, Canada's new government has made some tough but pragmatic choices to deliver results. In that update yesterday, the deficit is $11 billion below what we had projected just last fall, before the war started. And the deficit will keep going down every year for the next 5 years. We're cutting more than $60 billion in expenses. Within 2 years, we'll balance the operating budget right on schedule. And this matters, because just as Canadians are carefully managing their expenses, they rightly expect their government to do the same. And we know that when we spend less on government operations, Canadians can invest more for a brighter future for all. Dans cette mise à jour, nous avons combiné une gestion financière responsable et de nouvelles mesures pour veiller à ce que tous les Canadiens et tous les Canadiens puissent nous aider à bâtir le pays. Le premier mesure faire est le nouveau Fonds pour un Canada fort, le premier fonds souverain du Canada. Et ce fonds permettra à tous les Canadiens de participer directement à la construction d'un Canada fort. À côté d'investisseurs privés, le fonds investira dans les grands projets canadiens. Et pour ceux qui souhaitaient contribuer de manière encore plus concrète, nous ferons en sorte que chaque Canadien et Canadienne puisse investir dans le fonds et ainsi d'en tenir un petit part des projets d'intérêt national et bénéficier de leurs retombées. Notre avenir profitera à tous les Canadiens et tous les Canadiens, pas seulement à quelques chanceux. This is an important point. I listed those previous big infrastructure projects, and they were great projects, and they benefited Canada and Canadians. More jobs, stronger growth, more connected economy. But they also benefited a very few private investors at the core. I joked the other day, you ever notice there's a lot of things named Strathcona? Well, Lord Strathcona was the guy who built the CPR, or who owned the CPR that was built. And what we're looking to do is make sure that all Canadians benefit from these projects directly and give them a chance to do so even more. Now, to build those ports, bridges, the mines, data centers, yes, we need investors and companies, but to build Canada strong, truly strong, we need welders, we need crane operators, we need electricians, we need builders like you. By 2033, less than a decade from now, we will need more than 1.4 million additional trade workers. 1.4 million. To build more homes for families, new transit lines for cities and new hydro plants to power communities. That means we need to expand, speed up, make more effective our training and apprenticeship programs. There's lots of issues right now. There's too few seats in those programs today. The certification path is long. It's tough to start. It's confusing to start young people getting in. And the steps are disconnected, so people fall out through the way. Too many employers won't take a chance on a first-year apprentice. En 2024, plus de 100 000 nouveaux apprentis se sont inscrits, mais seulement quelques 34 000 ont terminé leur apprentissage. Si nous ne faisons rien, il manquera plus de 20 000 travailleurs de métiers spécialisés au Canada par année. Nous ne pouvons pas nous priver de ces personnes dans les métiers spécialisés. Si un ou une jeune veut couler du ciment, installer une ligne de transport d'électricité ou conduire une excavatrice, nous devons le former et le mettre au travail dès que possible. C'est pour cette raison que nous lançons l'initiative Une équipe Canada forte dotée de 6 milliards d'investissements. $6 billion of investment in new Team Canada Strong. In workers, in skilled workers. Money well spent, because Team Canada Strong is our new nationwide effort to recruit, to train, to hire up to 100,000 new Red Seal trade workers in the next 5 years. It's a serious plan. It's an urgent plan to get more young Canadians properly trained and onto job sites faster. And what does that require? It means end-to-end support, standing alongside young Canadians every step of the way, from their first interest in the trades to their first job. It means faster results. Our goal is to cut the time it takes to get certified by at least 50%. It means scale, to deliver training capacity for those extra 100,000 skilled workers. And it demands a multi-channel approach, starting with unions, including colleges, employers, the Canadian Armed Forces, and Indigenous partners. We'll provide youth aged 15 to 30 with paid entry-level, trades-related work experience. This will help pave the way for apprenticeships and new careers in the skilled trades. We'll make it easier and more affordable for employers, particularly SMEs, to hire and train apprentices. And with our new Build Canada Apprentice Service, we'll provide SMEs with up to $10,000 towards a first-year apprentice's salary. De cette façon, plus de travailleurs pourront occuper un travail syndiqué dans les métiers manuels et réaliser de grands projets ambitieux. Ajoutons à cela que nous allons jumeler les apprentis à de nouvelles possibilités d'emploi, ce qui va répondre à une demande. Ils vont ainsi pouvoir passer moins de temps à se chercher un emploi et plus de temps à travailler sur un chantier. When apprentices want to learn from the best, who do they call? They contact unions. And the federal government will support your work in training the next generation by expanding the Union Training and Innovation Program, so-called UTIP. And I've been visiting these centers. I know what they can do, and this will help upgrade union-run training centers, provide modern equipment, expand the number, obviously, of apprenticeship opportunities. Now, we know that one of the challenges, one of the reasons why it's only about a third of apprentices, as I said earlier, that are going through the process are actually finishing. One of the challenges is because of the costs, opportunity costs of being in and the costs of training. So what we're going to do with the new Team Canada Strong is ensure that an apprentice gets an extra $400 a week top-up while they're training. So that means a total of up to $16,000 in addition to employment insurance payments. And when an apprentice finishes their certification, they will get a $5,000 completion bonus as an incentive and to help them transition into work. Et parallèlement à tout cela, nous allons mettre à l'essai un nouveau parcours réservé aux forces armées canadiennes. Le programme pilote d'acquisition d'expérience dans les métiers de la réserve, qui est conçu pour attirer des Canadiennes et Canadiens dans la première réserve. Ce programme va offrir une formation au métier entièrement payé qui va s'ajouter à des expériences de travail à temps partiel rémunérées dans le cadre de projets liés à la résilience et aux infrastructures critiques dans les réserves de l'EFAC. A year ago this week, just a year ago this week, a year ago yesterday, right? Yeah, time flies. Yesterday. A year ago this week, we were elected, and we were elected on a clear commitment to build a stronger Canada in the face of a more dangerous and divided world. Our plan has always been built on the foundation of workers, on builders like you. So one of our first initiatives as a government was to introduce the most comprehensive suite of workers' supports in history. We created our Buy Canadian policy so that when we build major projects or build new homes, when we buy and manufacture new defense hardware, we're building with Canadian steel, Canadian aluminum, Canadian lumber, and Canadian workers. We launched something called the Regional Tariff Response Initiative and a Strategic Response Fund to help our businesses diversify their products and access new markets in the face of U.S. tariffs. We brought in reskilling packages to train 50,000 workers impacted by tariffs. These measures have provided relief to more than 55,000 workers and enabled more than 20,000 of our fellow citizens to keep their jobs. As we build a better future for you and your family, we also recognize the challenges Canadians are facing with affordability. So we're providing a boost today for that bridge to tomorrow. Nearly half of the measures by dollar value in that spring update released yesterday are targeted to bring down costs for Canadians. That includes temporarily suspending the federal fuel excise tax, cutting taxes for 22 million middle-class Canadians, and introducing the new Canada Groceries and Essential benefits. On that one, 12 million Canadians will be getting their first checks on the 5th of June, up to $533 for a family of 4. Because we are building a Canada that's not just strong, but that's good. A Canada that's not just prosperous, but is fair. A Canada that is not just for some, most of the time, but for all of the time. Et en période d'incertitude, de menaces et de difficultés économiques, les Canadiens et Canadiennes ont choisi de bâtir. C'est l'héritage que nous perpétuons aujourd'hui. Nous avons la même conviction, soit celle que l'ambition et la détermination peuvent changer le destin de nation. And as we built a better future, we've learned from our past. I mentioned a few moments ago the Rideau Canal. In the 19th century, yes, it transformed the economy of this region, provided a new supply route from Montreal all the way to Kingston. But it came at a huge human cost. 1,000 workers died building it. Thousands more toiled in appalling conditions. The wealth created by it accrued to the few, not the many. So today we're building differently. We're building better. We're building sustainably. We are building inclusively in full partnership with First Nations, Inuit, and Métis. And above all, we're building in solidarity with workers, creating good union jobs. Because one of the fundamental things that unions do is to help make the difference between prosperity that's seized by the few and prosperity that's shared by the many. You've always understood that it's not just what we build, but how we build. Unions have always known that we're strongest when we're united. And together, we're building for all Canadians. Together, we are building Canada strong for all. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister, for this historic announcement yesterday and everything else that you do for Canada. We really appreciate you joining us today. This room contains the leaders who are going to help you build this country, diversify our markets, and keep Canada strong. As a symbol of our partnership, please accept this CBTU hard hat. Let's go to work. Let's build Canada. Build, baby, build.